This is the first garden out of a total 6 community gardens that we're going to have here in Ecovilla San Mateo. In this garden alone, we grow about 40 different varieties of plants, and also just the shared diversity itself really feeds the soil and really help us build healthy soil, which is the most foundational and most important thing here in the garden. This dome garden is going to produce food for the inhabitants of the Almendro neighborhood, which is a micro-community within the greater Ecovilla San Mateo community. And the idea is, once this garden is going to be fully activated, we're going to have a weekly basket distribution, so each person can come and retrieve a basket full of fresh produce right from the garden. Everything you see here is grown without any synthetic fertilizers, without chemicals. Everything we use here is natural in terms of fertilization and pest control. We make our own compost, we make our own bokashi, which are different fertilizers we feed the plants. And we also make our own pest control from natural plants like madero negro, which is a native tree that grows here everywhere, and also the neem tree. We also plant a lot of different pollinizer attractor plants because we want to bring in a lot of butterflies, a lot of birds, a lot of different insects that will create a balanced insect population, and so we will have less pests to deal with. Here in the edge of the garden, we plant a lot of aromatic plants that are also edible plants, medicinal plants, and culinary plants. But in the edge of the garden, they also serve as a protective aromatic barrier that really help repel a lot of the pests. These plants, for example, are the juanilama, which is a great tea for digestive issues. We also have oregano, which obviously we can cook with, but it's very aromatic, and this kind of scents repel plants and help them to keep away from the garden, not overwhelm our crops. Of course, they're gonna come in anyways, but this helps kind of reduce the amount of pests. This is part of the strategy we're using in order to reduce our pest stress in the garden. Here in the tropics, one of the main challenges of growing vegetables is the amount of rain we're getting. So it's always best if we have a structure that can cover delicate vegetables, and this is why we have this dome here behind me. It provides a cover, but also it has net on the sides, which really help control the entrance of things like iguana that really like to eat our vegetables, so they stay away from the dome. And this is kind of a more controlled environment where we can grow our very delicate vegetables inside. Let's go and see what we have inside. Here inside of the dome garden, we grow a large diversity of vegetables like lettuce, kale, onions, radish, cabbage, and different types of chards. We have basil, we have different onions growing in here, chiles, even squash. So we have a big amount of diversity, much better growing covered by the rain during the rainy season. In permaculture, we talk a lot about stacking functions, and this is a nice example. How in one space we have so many things going on together. We have a lot of crops that are growing together in the same space, like the basil, the beans that are just sprouting, we have tomatoes, we have rosa de Jamaica over there, and the tomato and the beans gonna use this trellis structure that has been made by the cuttings of a very special tree, which is Gliricidia sepium, or madero negro, that's how it's mostly known here. And what's really nice, not only providing the structure for the crops to grow, it's also a very potent pest repellent. This Jamaican rose, also known as Rosa de Jamaica, is a type of hibiscus that is very nice because the leaves, as they're young and tender, are very nice in salads. But also, it's very popular to make tea or extracts out of the flowers because they're very medicinal and really helps with urinary tract infections. Some of the plants growing here in the garden are maybe less familiar than other plants, but they're still really amazing. Like this specific one is known as chaya or spinach tree. The reason why it's called that way is because, according to research, the Mayan people used to really thrive on this plant. It's so nutritional. It has 4 times more protein than spinach, 4 times more vitamin C than an orange. It's richer in calcium than kale, even more potassium than in bananas. It's just a powerhouse of nutrients. And also, it's so easy to grow. Pests don't really bother it. It's really heat tolerant, drought tolerant, and it's really easy to propagate just by cuttings. So you can harvest the leaf of the plants, take a cutting, plant it into the ground, and keep propagating it so you'll have more of it. It's really an amazing plant. One of the things we experiment with a lot in permaculture is how we can grow as many crops as possible in the same space. So what we're trying to do is think of cultivation as a vertical activity. We try to understand each plant natural growth habitat, and we try to stack them vertically. For example, here you can see in the very bottom layer we have root vegetables like tequisque and taro, which here is known as malanga. We also have yuca, and the sweet potato covers the ground underneath them. We also have in the same space chiquisquil, which is more of an overstory plant, as you can see. It's a chaya relative, it's consumed the same way as chaya. We also have katuk right here. So all these plants are growing together in the same space. This really helps us optimize the growing spaces we have and produce more produce.